proceed simultaneously with the essence. It will be beyond livelihood. This is a great compassion. No grasping on its own has to be completely. Disengage in the way that has nothing within it, completely, simultaneously with everything, in the way that is boundless. Let's not be stuck with just body, mind, form and formlessness. Limited. That is not beyond livelihood, not beyond realms of existence. There is no value at all. Let's proceed simultaneously with everything. Be thorough. No is not even know itself, child. Let's proceed simultaneously with this essence. Step back from the stepping back itself. Can you do it? Disengage in the way that has nothing in it. Continue without boundaries, instantly, thoroughly. The habit that is always limited to a certain extent, it will be stuck only there. Not enough to purify samsara at all. No grasping is on its own. No grasping is on its own. No is not even know itself. This will be able to unlock. No grasping on its own, then it's possible to unlock. Non-attachment on its own, then it's possible to unlock. Turning into the essence of the boundlessness, purifying samsara onwards. Proceed simultaneously. That is called the great compassion, Maha Karuna. With everything, proceed simultaneously with everything. We have to use the thought of everything, the word everything. Otherwise, opening is not complete. Because there is always the frame of karmic habits of attachment which has been from the past, coming together with lifetimes. No matter how many lifetimes, this kind of karmic habits always there. Therefore, there's always boundaries, there's always frame, as always. Therefore, use the words everything, no grasping on its own with everything, disengaging on its own with everything, so that it will release out from the frame of the delusive attachment. It will turn into the boundlessness automatically. Everything, no grasping on its own with everything is not in a way of grasping for everything. That's not it. If you think to grasp for something, that is grasping for something that is not about grasping. The anatta doesn't grasp for itself. The anicca doesn't grasp for itself. The emptiness doesn't grasp for itself. Nibbana is not about grasping for Nibbana itself either. Therefore, let's make a conclusion thoroughly with everything, so that the opening will be completely beyond blossoming flowers, that which is boundless. It's impossible to be just blossoming or budding. Disengage in the way that has no significance and meanings in it. Proceed simultaneously with everything, so that it will be the great compassion of the purification of the extinction and the emptiness simultaneously. The thought of the great compassion within itself, that's already opening for you. Go ahead. Proceeding with everything, it will be beyond blossoming flowers. Giving up on its own. Everything is giving up on its own. Everything. Disengage on its own is means for everything. For everything. No grasping on its own, child. No is not know itself. Be thorough with it. The habit of the delusive attachment always dropping to certain extents limitedly, always limited in all manners of sitting, standing, looking, seeing, thinking, always limited to mindfulness, concentration, insight, always obsessed with limitations. This is the karmic habits of delusive attachments. Even disengaging is not limited to itself. Even the emptiness is not limited to itself. The emptiness is not emptiness, child. The emptiness has no meanings and significance in it. Be thorough with it. The emptiness doesn't signify itself as emptiness. That which has nothing to do with being empty or not, child. That which is boundless has nothing to do with being empty or not. With this, it will be the purification of the emptiness simultaneously with everything, instantly. With everything, just open up. No grasping on its own. It's meant for everything. Let's go beyond opening. Opening beyond opening. Be thorough. Open up completely. Keep on opening up completely. Don't concentrate only, otherwise it's damaging. How can it be concentration? It's anatta. That's not the way. That's a waste. The blossoming doesn't grasp for itself. How can you concentrate the mind? How can you compose the mind? The mind is anatta. All kind of habits is damaging. It's a waste. Whether it's good or bad habits is damaging, is the waste. Things are not habits. When they become habits, it's damaging, it's a waste. habits are all like excretion, is a waste. Things are not habits. Good habits are not good either. The word habits are not good in themselves. All things are not habitual. When it's created, it becomes habits of desire, delusion, and delusive attachment. That's why disengage on its own, non-attachment on its own. This will not become habits. When it becomes realms of existence, it's because of habits. It's coming from maintaining concentration, composing. No is not know itself simultaneously with everything, child. Amidst everything in the way of with the great compassion, with everything simultaneously, that which is boundless will purify simultaneously with everything simultaneously, without choosing realms of existence, amidst all and everything with great compassion. Go ahead in the way without boundaries, in the way that is countless, endless. Disengaging without limits, break through eyes, ears, and all gates of perceptions and everything. Wherever you are, it's difficult to live, then just come in and live here. May everything from the past, no matter how many lifetimes, for eons of times, that has been joining Buddhas, Mahabodhisattvas, sharing the lifetimes with those with great misfortunes. Any thoughts, words, and actions has been hurting and harming, or rejecting, having different opinions in any forms of living the life, of taking on happiness or suffering, or taking on any offerings. If there are any quarrels, having karma, different thoughts and opinions, at any moment of thoughts, words, and actions which are not aligned with giving and sacrificing, is the projection of behaviors and projection for the life. Everything ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. Life is not for grasping. It's not something to be fixated upon. Life is temporary. It disappears on its own. It's declining at all times on its own. Therefore, you must come to terms with it. Remind yourself well, everything is no fixation to itself, no grasping on its own, with everything, with everything. Wherever it is the center of the samsara. Therefore, everyone is always in the midst of samsara, but has to be with the great compassion, not always with meanings and significance on and on. Be amidst samsara in the way without limits. No is not no itself, is boundless. Amidst everything in the way of purifying, not in the way with significance and meanings. Amidst everything with the Maha Karuna, Maha Sunyata, purifying through the emptiness. Karma of the beings will purify them constantly. Karma of the world will purify the world constantly. Sajjadharma will purify the beings and samsara as well. But it's differently, purifying differently. Purifying the delusion and delusive attachments and all the fixation delusively for all beings in samsara.